They were never made to look beautiful.
Yeah.
They were made to be a workhorse and give you what you want. Yeah, definitely has that look from 70s.
Yes. And so the company is Burton from Alabama.
All right, what are you thinking? What do you need to get out of this?
Well, whatever you think's fair, because you got to resell it, and I don't have a COA. I mean, you did say you were game at $250, but whatever you think is fair.
Hey guys, Pete over here. So I got two packages here, and they're both from Tamara. So Tamara, thank you very much. This is a lot of swag that Tamara sent in here. I'm not gonna go through everything because this would take half of the video, but I'm gonna show at least one of them, like this one. Tamara, you're gonna see us all wearing these throughout the shop through some videos, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get into today's video.
Well, it depends on someone's taste in music.
Well, I listen to them and it's like electronic music.
I actually have two right now of these. One in original box,
Oh, nice.
and one just like this without the box. This one is still in very nice condition though. Macintosh works still good? Everything works
Oh,
on it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, plug it in.
Are you the original owner? of
No,
it?
I bought them at a garage sale.
Oh yeah? Because I'm very surprised that you got like all the paperwork with everything, you know what I mean?
Well, that's how it came, you know. And the speakers were with it too, you know.
Yeah, fortunately if they,
Yeah, I
you know,
Yeah, that's-
to refoam the speakers if they're going like that, I mean, it's depending on the model. Some of them could be worth, you know. I mean, the Pioneer 77s,
I looked it
pretty
up, it's
decent.
maybe 250.
They're about between 2 to 250,
Right.
depends where you look in the condition of the
Right.
cabinet. But to
The
refoam
cabinets
them,
are nice, yeah, but-
to refoam them, it's probably gonna cost about 150 bucks, about 75 bucks per speaker. So
Yeah.
when I do that and I'll pay you, then it's kind of
It's not worth it, yeah.
It's not worth it, you know. So
Yeah, I understand.
February 1979 is the catalog for this. So that is very cool, though, that you get all the paperwork.
It's
Though.
weird. It's like beautiful and ugly at the same time. It's
Yeah,
so
this one-
boxy, but it's like beautiful at the same time.
You
Yeah,
know,
is
I
it?
mean,
I saw the cabinet sell for $250 by itself.
Oh, I believe
they
it.
were never made to look beautiful.
Yeah.
They were made to be a workhorse and give you what you want to deliver the, you know, experience. I mean, Macintosh name
It's
is
a
such
very,
an iconic.
very boxy looking unit.
I know the panels come off. You can take the panels off, and then you just have the metal unit. And sometimes people just use the metal. They expose it with the metal mesh, so you can see, you know, the tubes. Now this is
I don't think it's.
already solid state. This is not a tube amp.
I know.
I'm actually very curious what it brings. You said, what did you see this one go for?
I think one was like 1900, but other ones were like 900, you know.
Okay, so there's actually quite a few of them available. I'm surprised. 20 results. 1200, 1700, 1900. People, a lot of magazines too, so that's why it shows up like that. Overall, I think it's in beautiful condition.
My brother's an audio guy, you know. He used to work for Paul Heath. I don't know if you remember them. But he used to install all this stuff, and he came over and hooked it all up. And this is. I plugged it into some Bose speakers that I have because I didn't
Okay.
want to fool with them other ones. This is probably the best
You
one.
familiar with them?
Cool.
Amita?
Tamira Picture Exhibition. No, have no idea who that is. Is that a soundtrack from a movie or something?
No, it's a band.
No, it's a band.
Well, it's electronic music or something.
Okay.
That's what most of it is, and then we got. that
Vangelis,
there.
yeah. That I know 100%. Then you got what? Dark Side of the Moon I see here by Pink
Yeah, we
Floyd.
have one Pink Floyd here, but most of them are this big here, so.
Yeah, I had a hard time getting the FM to come in, but it would come in, you know. Probably needs a next.
Because my
This expensive.
signal, it does move here, but
I was gonna say probably some of this expensive, we want to test the outputs anyway.
AM comes in right away, but the FM, I'm getting nothing. Not even a static or anything. And you said the same thing, right? You couldn't get the Excuse me, huh?
Well, it'd have to be like right on it, you know.
Well, it doesn't matter. Even if I'm not on the station, I'm not getting a static. Like I'm getting immediately, I mean, the signal immediately comes in.
That's AM?
That's AM. You can hear the static. Come on, honey. You can't be on top of this, please. Not at this time. All right, I got tape monitor here in, so let's get rid of that. There we go. Now I got static.
And when I hooked this up, you know, I just had these in there, and my brother says, I hear a hum, you know. But then he hooked up the ground cable.
Yeah, it's a ground. So
And then it took the hum right away.
yeah, so that's what happens
I don't know-
because
I
your
don't know
needle,
much about
your needle will pick up all the static
Yeah, uh-huh.
and surrounding noise. So if the unit is not grounded, you're gonna hear that.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's pretty typical. That's on any turntable, higher end turntable. So just want to make sure I'm gonna test
Yeah, I
all
don't
the
mind you.
channels. You know,
I don't blame you.
left, right, and there's option for having here three-way speakers on this unit, so you can set up to 6 speakers across. Okay, so everything seems to work beautifully on it.
It does, yeah, I had it going.
Yeah.
Same
All-
with this, it seemed to work just fine.
Yeah, all the inputs, all the outputs on here, the headphones jacks, everything.
The guy was 85 years old, so he wasn't a...
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What would you need to get out of it so I can still make some money on this, you know? This
Well, I'll be
cat-
honest, I paid $400 for the whole thing.
Okay.
And if I could double my money, I'd be happy, you know.
So you're thinking $800.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
And I also have in the car, I brought some computers that I got from the guy. They're the original.
Apple Macintosh stuff or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's the real old ones.
Yeah.
They're like blue and they got that weird cabinet.
Okay, so
I don't know if you deal with that.
So
kind of
not really that old, right? It's not the Apple like 2C from the 80s. It's stuff maybe from the 90s, the blue kind of
Yeah.
see-through. Okay,
yeah.
those are, I mean, people like them. They collect them as well too. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple of them. Takes a minute to find a buyer for those. I think I'm gonna say no on that.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder stuff
Yeah, I know,
for me
yeah.
to move.
Right.
And
They're big and bulky and heavy.
well, and here's the other thing. Anytime you're shipping a monitor like that or something, if I don't sell it here, you asking for trouble.
Right, I
They're
know.
pretty delicate overall.
Right.
So it's a huge risk when you ship stuff like that. Even stuff like this, but this, I'm
Right.
gonna just sit on it here and wait for the right buyer. You know what I
somebody will
mean?
Walk in, right?
So because I don't want to ship this. When I ship something like this, I actually, you know what I do? I actually take it to them, to
them
shipping
wrap
company. Let them pack it.
Right.
Let them do the whole thing. That
Right,
way, if
right.
something goes wrong, I'm debating if I want another of these Bang & Olufsen turntables. You know, because I got one in the box and one without the box, exactly the same model. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think on a turntable I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. The two that I have, it's been here like a year, the other one like a half a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's supply
Yeah,
and
yeah.
demand.
Yeah.
But I'll make you an offer on this guy for $700.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that. Yeah.
I think that's a fair offer.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And this you can maybe try to sell it on your own. You
Yeah.
know? So
I buy and sell a lot of stuff. So.
okay, so we have a deal for 7?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. I'll need your ID. I'll write you up for this one.
What about Bose stuff? Are you interested in that?
It really depends what it is. If it's the subwoofer with small satellite speakers, no. If it's Bose stuff that it's like 201s, 301s, kind of bookshelves type speakers, those I would be interested. Or you're talking the receiver units that they're weird, like
I got a couple in order, big like this. They got a CD on top.
oh, it's like a little towers.
Yeah.
I would have to see it.
I got like 3 of them.
I would have to see that. You know.
I got a bunch
So-
of other stuff too.
Is this all the gold and silver you have right
That's
here?
all I have, my friend, right now. That's all I got. What are you looking for?
Gold and silver. Anything you got?
That's all I got there. Yeah. So. What happened? What'd you do?
Oh, fusion. I had neck surgery. Disc was pushing on my spine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I hope you get better.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Have a good day.
You too. Let me see. So you you got the master recording.
I
Okay,
probably
nice,
should-
limited edition.
I probably should have looked that one up. I'd tell you the truth, I didn't see it.
Yeah, the master edition can go up there. I just want to make sure it's got all the paperwork that they put usually with it. And this is one of them. You can send that in to register that. And it does have a big scratch going right across, right in the middle, all the way through. Man,
That doesn't help.
that doesn't help at all. Because otherwise, look at the other side is mint. Yeah, because otherwise, you know, these will bring good money. Overall, your cover is in great condition. Everything is here. All the paperwork is here. I mean, this is all came from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. So those special edition, you know, I'll still make you an offer on this, even because of that scratch. Guys like to collect these.
Yeah, well, they might be looking for all that. They got the record already.
Exactly. So these actually I'm gonna pass. The Evangelist, that's a $6-7 record here, not a big deal. What would you like to get out of
I
it?
don't care, whatever you want. I mean, you were good to me on that other things. Just why don't you just take it? I don't care.
You sure?
Yeah, what are you gonna give me? You can't. It's gotta-
I think I can still probably get like 40, $50 out of this record, just the way it sits. Let me give you $20.
All right.
I think that's fair, something, you know?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Okay, because like you said exactly, somebody will buy this just for the cover,
Yeah.
even if it has that scratch on it, so.
They'll pay for my gas coming out here.
So that's your copy. All right, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 20, okay?
Thanks, Pete.
Appreciate you, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, I had this negotiation recorded here, you okay me using this footage?
Yeah, I don't mind, yeah.
You don't mind?
I watch your
It's gonna
show.
be chopped up, it's probably
I
gonna
know.
end up being 5 minutes out
Yeah.
of the whole 20 minutes that we had here, but I think
I watch
this is
your
such a
show all
cool
the time.
piece,
Yeah.
the Macintosh, you know, so
That's a good,
I appreciate it, all right.
it's good content.
Thank you, find more stuff, bring me some other good stuff.
What do you want?
Well, especially stuff like this.
What about the Bobcat up there, though?
Look, don't be scared. Tamara sent you this. It's a new toy. You're gonna like it. You will like it. I'll hang it up for you inside. She always gets a little scared at first, but then when she gets into the cage and investigates what it is and starts playing with it. So thank you so much for this one.
Okay, no worries. Just take your time. I'll just put a whole thing on it, so whenever you get it.
Ruby. Ruby, look what I got for you. A new toy. New toy. New toy. Yeah, well, no, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out. You stay in. You stay in. Good girl. I'll hang it up for you here. See, you can play with it now. Good girl. Good girl. Headache.
Yeah,
That's never good.
I know.
That's
I
never
think
good.
it's a tumor.
No, don't
Yeah,
say that.
I got the tumor.
I got the tumor. Well, it sounds funny the way you say it, but it's not funny, right?
No, it's not. But I'm glad I'm over it, so I can make it up here, as I told you on Monday. I don't know if you got that message, but
I was gone. I was gone here
Yes,
for
you were.
a few days, so if you left a message or talked to one of the guys,
yeah, I don't know who it was, but he said you wouldn't want the. I have a rebel flag.
probably not.
Hey.
So I think Dino, I think these I'm gonna pass to. These are all costume jewelry.
Yeah.
I just don't do good
Yeah.
with stuff like this. I mean, there is market for this, but not for me. But
okay.
you know, I would be interested in this little fly S-straight wannabe.
Mm-hmm.
The charger, because I always need them when people
I know.
bring
That's
me.
why I got an extra one with the tool.
A lot of
that I
times
bought.
guys will bring few different pieces. They got only one chargers, and I like to separate, you know, things. So.
Well, I see that a lot on the video.
And these are the extras, right? That you said you
yeah,
making.
yeah. I
So
don't
the
know.
other one, Dino, I sold for you. I believe also to a vet.
Okay.
He was out of state, and he saw it on a video too when you brought it in
Yeah.
to me, and he was so
Oh,
happy
okay.
to buy
Yeah.
it.
That's always good.
Yeah, so I sold it for $50, just like I had on it. He was happy to pay for it, and I'm happily gonna pass that on for you with no commission or anything like that.
You sure?
And we'll put these out again for you. I'll put your name on
Okay,
it if
yeah.
they sell.
I think this one might sell pretty quick because it's Chicago.
Represent Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool because you got actually American flag.
Yeah, American.
Yeah, that's
North America, kind of.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
You have.
So
I got one more out in the
Okay.
car. Let me.
I'm gonna put this back in a baggie,
Yeah,
okay?
Gentlemen,
Thank
I
you,
have
sir.
an express item here for you. It does require a signature. So I need the first letter.
This might be international package or something.
That's from Norway.
Norway,
From
wow.
Norway.
Very
yes.
cool.
Yes.
All right, so let me sign
First
on.
letter of a first name,
Peter,
P.
autograph.
Sign and print as best you can. It does not have to be legible, as long as the outline of the boxes turn green. That's all we're looking for today. Perfect.
All right, I did the best I could.
Works for me. I am good.
All right, thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
So the other one must have, the one you sold was the blue stripe. This
Correct.
This is the.
This
red.
is the red one. Okay.
Hmm.
So, and you okay with 45? I think on the last one I put like 50, but whatever you.
What are,
you know. What would you want to get for these two guys?
Gotta ask you a question. Do you know what a can squisher is?
Can squisher, like you mount it on a wall and it goes like that.
You squish your beer cans. Do you have any?
I don't think so.
Been
I
trying to
don't
find
think
one
so.
for a while.
I usually go like this.
Yeah, I do that too, or freeze them between my arm.
No, but I think you can pick one up like in Menards or something for like $10 or something. I don't think they're big money or anything.
20.
$20? Okay. So
I thought you would, being the great guy that you are, you would have.
I don't
I have
have
one
can
hanging
squish
around
it.
somewhere. Like that can squisher right there. That's a can chopper.
Yeah. Beaver Craft. It's actually, I believe, handmade thing. You know.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting.
Hmm.
So what do you say? What are you thinking?
Well, that might go for some money. That's a novelty, and you like it, so. What do you think?
I'm thinking $15.
$15? Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Since you don't have a can squisher,
You would trade me for a can squisher?
yeah, I would.
Okay, I don't have one. All right, my friend. You got it. $15.
Very good, very good.
Me too.
Would you be interested in
They're all
buying
hanging
this
up in
strap
my shop.
So Quadro,
Let me take a peek around.
4,000.
All right, sounds good, Gino.
It retails for $350. Trying to get like what, 150 square? Pretty fair. It's brand new.
So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I
Okay.
don't do very well here with any computer parts or any hardware or.
I mean, it retails $350. 200 would be fine. You definitely sell for more.
I think I'm gonna pass, my friend.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry, it's just not my cup of tea.
I
You
get
know,
you.
so.
Yeah, yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, maybe. You know, I'm sure
Alright.
you get a bite there, but
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, man.
Alright, that's fine. That was a look around though.
Here, woman. You're killing me with those. You know what they are? What does it say on it? Who makes this?
Hostess.
So you know the story.
Snack shop.
You know the story with this building. Before we moved in
Vague.
here.
Very big.
So this used to be a hostess building. No, thank you. One is enough.
One is enough.
This is a killer. So, but that's exactly
I'll have
the company that was here for 13 years, I think, before we moved in. Yeah, 13 years they were here in this building, and then Hostess went belly up. And when they belly up, I think they sold the rights, their name, to some other brand. So I think they still make like Twinkies, you know, with their name, and whoever bought the Hostess name. The signs they were here on the building, Hostess, I actually flipped them for good money. When they left, we had them in the back. I had them in the back for like 2 or 3 years before I put them out, and it was like official that they went out of business. People wanted those original signs.
yeah.
They were not like porcelain or anything, you know. They were plastic ready, but still sold for good money. I think I sold each sign for like a couple $100. You know, I had 2 of them.
Hostess has been around for like,
Forever, for
like
very long
I
time.
think one of the first, and then you
I
had
know.
like, you know.
So it's okay to have 1 or 2. I can't imagine what's in them. Saturated fat 60%, sodium 9%. Carbohydrates 12%. Sugar 34%. But look at you. I don't know how you do it. Look at me.
You gotta want it.
8.5 months pregnant. They're just wall hangers, basically.
I don't know if you
Still
sell
looks cool.
I
So
don't know if you sell stuff like that. I'd give it to you for $10. I mean, it's 152 brand new, and it's
to be honest with you, I don't do well with stuff like this at all. You know.
I even tried online and for like $20, and nobody even reached out. I was like, I don't know. Franklin
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Franklin Mint makes good stuff, you know, but
Sure, but people aren't really. It's not sought after, you know.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah. So this is the bag. I don't know if it's worth $5 or $500. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely has that look from 70s.
Yes, yes. And so the company is Burton from Alabama. Yeah, it's a really old golf
Jasper, Obama, Burton.
bag. Made in USA.
Made in USA, yeah, definitely. And what does it say here?
Winston Golf
Winston Golf Club.
Club. So somebody put a emblem on there, maybe.
Or that particular golf club was selling this in their
In their inventory or
well,
whatever.
in their, you know, like every golf club has a little
Yeah.
golf shop.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're promoting, you know, their
Could have been. Maybe
Yeah.
many years ago. It's probably gone now. You know, the Winston Golf Club. But yeah, it was my grandfather's. He owned a bar in Chicago.
okay. To be honest with you, I don't know if this is worth any extra money, being that it's 70s. I'm gonna do quick research.
Sure, take your time. I'm gonna take this call.
Go ahead, go for it. I did a little bit of research on this bag.
Yeah.
And actually, I think I found. Oh, she owns your box now. Look, she's right on top of your box.
Hey, she's a princess.
Look, this is exactly the same bag that I found in similar condition, but look, it has different club
Yeah, different.
on it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, you found that. Yeah, that's cool.
But it's also in very nice conditions. And look, sold for $40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when we go here, there's some that are like completely made out of leather, you know.
Oh, I see.
Somebody
Yeah.
was asking $250. They took a best offer, but
a little nicer. Yeah.
a lot of them. Here's another one. They were asking $65. They took an offer. So
I'm just trying to figure out if you could grab the door.
I don't know, man.
$25 for the plate and the bag. I'm broke. I just got lost my job after 11 years. No mercy. I'm not pity partying you. I'm just telling you.
To be honest with you, I don't think I want that plate. I
No,
don't.
no problem. No problem.
If you want for the bag to help you out, I mean, I'll throw $20 at you. I wouldn't
Hey.
want to go any higher.
God bless you. Take this for your troubles. Thank you. Please. Do you want it? I mean,
If you
someone
want to
might-
throw it in,
Yes, I
fine.
do.
You
I
know, I'll
do.
put it out for a couple. I just don't do very well in a shop with stuff like this. So,
Yeah, that's okay.
so you okay then with $20?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let me have ID. I'll write you up for this one.
Okay. Man, 11 years. We get bought out by a venture capital group out of Chicago. I get let go because my salary's too high. I went from, you know, owning a home in Crystal Lake and a block away from here and everything. And hey, I don't know if my wife's gonna be here tomorrow night. You know, like I just lost. They laid me off.
How many years?
11 years.
Man, that's crazy.
Specialty food. I'm the person that brought yuzu juice into America. The yuzu fruit
Yeah.
and yuzu juice for the specialty food business. Yeah. Breweries.
It sucks. See, that's what happens. These big corporations, you are. This is just a numbers game for them.
Yeah, that's all it is.
People
They're-
don't matter anymore.
all the people on my team had degrees from Yale, Harvard, or you know these different Ivy League schools.
Right.
I went to Malcolm X College in Chicago, so I didn't stand a chance. You know.
I'm sorry, man.
So hey, you know what that was on the phone? Do you ever listen to conservative radio, 890 AM or anything?
I heard of them. No,
you heard
I
of David
don't listen to
Hochberg?
them.
David Hochberg. He's tries to help people with their debt and their
I'm not
finances.
familiar. I'm not familiar.
He's
but-
always on the radio. David Hochberg, call David. That was him.
Oh, yeah?
That was actually him.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
guy with the glasses, like white hair.
Yeah. On
I didn't know
890.
him by name, but I kind of familiar with
That
him.
was, yeah, he actually called.
And
I
he's
called
like,
his.
he's like, you want to be wealthy? Stop doing poor people things.
Yes,
Like, you know,
yeah, he's talking about boosting your credit score and all that. And
You got a grip right there.
okay, sir. But yeah, that was
I think everyone knows of like David Ramsey. He's like I think the biggest name.
Ramsey is
Ramsey is up there.
But this guy's Chicago based, you know, so he's local. But he called me. He's like, "This is David Hawksburg." Thank you, sir.
Here's 20 for you.
Right on.
If I can help at least a little bit. you
All
know,
right.
so.
God bless you. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
You guys have a good one. Thank you.
Hey guys, quick interruption into the video. My usual spot, and right here next to me you can see the statistics of the subscriber, and I like it. It's working, it's changing. We went from 70-30 to 65-35, so that means you guys are paying attention and you're hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It does a lot for the channel. It works very well for YouTube algorithm when people are doing comments, likes, and subscription. It pushes the video out to more audience. So I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and let's keep that going. Thank you so much. Honey is enjoying the little tiny box that I just got from a gentleman, but I want to talk about this, guys. Such a unique piece, and one of you brought this in as a gift for the shop, and I wasn't here, and Ryan took it in, right? You took it in.
Yeah, I took it. I can't remember the guy's
And
name. or anything.
unfortunately, sorry, we don't have your name, but I wasn't here, so I want to say thank you. Such a unique piece. This is done by Jason Newman. Yeah, Jason Newman, local artist out of Woodstock here. And what's very interesting, this painting is of Ernie Banks from Chicago Cubs. Iconic figure for the Cubbies, you know, played for almost 20 years, I think, or maybe over 20 years for the Cubs in 50s and 60s. But what's interesting, the way this painting is done, this guy, Jason, he uses different red wines that he dips his brush in it, and he makes this happen. No paint. This is all done with wine. So I believe he would probably make the sketch first with like a pencil or something, and then he goes over with different color of wines, or maybe even one wine. It shows here that he's got like wine and water, and he dips his brush, and he does animals. He's got iconic figures like this. So this is so cool. It's not going to be for sale, obviously. It's going to hang here in the shop. I just want to say thank you so much for bringing this in. This is definitely belong here because it's a local artist. So thank you so much. Very cool piece. Love it. Man, I'm excited to see this. So how far are you away from?
I live in Custer Park past Wilmington. My mom lives in Lockport.
Okay.
So,
So hour and a half.
hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
But, there you go, my buddy. If you want to do some comparisons to their autographs, feel free.
First I want to hear the story. So obviously you are a guy who's into this stuff big time.
Yeah, big time.
I can see you got Chucky right there on you, and you know Friday the 13th. So
Yeah.
you big Friday the 13th.
Love horror. Go to all the horror conventions.
And a lot of times people ask me, because we are here in Crystal Lake, they think that Crystal Lake is this, but that's the different
That's
lake.
right.
It's not here. So you acquired this mask and then you painted it like this?
2011 I bought the mask. It's a fiberglass mask.
Okay.
It's not a cheap piece of plastic. Yeah, and then I started getting, from 2014 up to about last year, I started acquiring all the autographs personally. I did the same thing with the Michael Meyer mask.
Okay. So basically the way you acquire them, you would go every year or a few times a year, depends how many shows. You go to the show. If there's one of these guys out there in the show.
Correct, yeah.
Here you go, sign my mask,
well,
right?
no, you I purchased an autograph and a picture combo. So you'll pay like between, say, 30 and 60, 70 bucks for these autographs with the picture.
Okay.
So, and then that's what I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously all the photos that you send me through the email, all these guys I see, and you know, I physically see this mask in their hand, they're signing it, you got a proof, but we officially don't have like COA
No
for
COA.
every one of
No.
them. But, you know, I think it's good enough for me, you know, proof of these, because you're standing right there with person.
Yeah.
So who do we have here? Talk to me about it a
You
little
got
bit.
Ari Lehman. He played Jason part 1. He's the one who came up out of the water and grabbed the girl out of the boat.
So that's original. That's
original.
That's number one.
Number 1 Jason. Steve Dash. He wore the sack in Friday the 13th part 2. He played Jason.
Okay.
With the sack. He passed away. He's deceased, no longer with us.
Okay.
Diabetes. John Carl Beekler. He directed Friday the 13th Part 7. He did special effects. He did like makeup on Freddy Krueger. He did like, you ever hear the movie Ghoulies?
Ghoulies, yeah, yeah.
He made all the
Okay.
little Ghoulies.
Really?
Yeah, he
Okay.
worked on a Halloween movie, special effects.
All right.
Amy Steele, she played Jenny in Friday the 13th Part 2. John Carl is deceased as well.
Okay.
Kane Hodder, I mean, everyone knows him. He Jason in
7,
7, 8, 9,
yeah.
and Jason X.
Okay.
This is Larry Zerner. He played Shelley in Friday the 13th 3, where Jason got the original hockey mask from, the character who brought the
Trying
hockey
to
mask.
picture. There's so
He had
many.
the curly
there's
hair.
so many of these, you know, that it's hard to. And it's been a moment since I. Which
And
one was the most popular out of
Kane
all of them?
Hodder,
you think?
everyone likes Kane Hodder. He's
Yeah.
like the everyone, yeah,
Okay.
everyone's obsessed
Who's
with
on the
him.
bottom here?
C.J. Graham, he played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6. Jason Lives.
Okay. This
That's
one.
Adrienne King. She played the main actress in Friday the 13th Part 1, and she played in the intro of Part 2 before Jason killed her.
Okay.
This is Tom Morga. He played the Pseudo Jason
In 5.
Part 5, yeah,
Yeah.
the fake Jason.
Okay.
Ted White, who played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 4. He also did stunts from what I believe doubled for Clint Eastwood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And who is this on the side
Tom
here?
Savini, special effects artist, worked on
Okay.
a lot of Friday the 13th films. From Dusk Till Dawn, he acted in.
Now,
So there's 11 total.
11 total on
11
this.
total.
Okay. Now, did you do this on the mask, or does it
No,
came like
these are
this?
leather straps.
Okay.
Usually they come with like elastic or like some kind of a band strap. These are leather straps.
Okay.
And the glass is fiber mask. But yeah, when I got the mask, it was a Friday 13th Part 4 mask. I custom sprayed it before I started getting any autographs on it myself.
Right. Yeah, because I can obviously tell that everything is done later, you know, like on top of your paint.
Yeah. I would
so-
never have painted over any autographs.
Oh, that is pretty crazy, actually, that you got so many of them on here.
The Michael Myers Part 5 mask I had a total of 19 autographs.
Oh,
on that.
really?
Yeah, that I acquired over the years myself.
And you still have that mask?
No, I
on?
sold it on eBay. Yeah, and I wasn't intending on selling this mask until I seen one of your episodes where
Oh,
someone
really?
brought in the Friday the 13th VHS collection.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool to stop in the shop and
Yeah.
you know.
And I did very well on that collection. People like horror movies on VHS.
Right.
You know, they collect a lot of that stuff. I think I sold them all. Every one of them that I got sold. Some of them went for good money, some of them, but still, all of them sold. So, all right, what are you thinking? What do you need to get out of this?
Well, whatever you think's fair, because you got to resell it, and I don't have a COA. I mean, you did say you were game at $250, but whatever you think is fair. I mean,
Tell me, like, honestly, from your experience, obviously you are into this big time, and I can almost consider you expert because you seen all these people, talk to them, you know all the movies. On open market, what do you think I can get out of this?
you should honestly should be able to double your money. And
You think I can get like 500 out of this?
Yeah, I mean, like, and honestly, like, I'd go 225 if you want to make a deal on that, so you can double your money, because I think that you should be able to. With COA, I agree. It would probably be getting between
Right.
$600 and $900.
Now, let me ask you this too: if you would go out of your way to get a COA on one or two people on this mask, which one you go after? You go
I would
after.
go after Kane Hodder and
Okay.
obviously the C.J. Graham or Tom Savini.
So those three.
Yeah.
Those three. Okay.
I mean, Tom Savini is like everyone knows.
So I mean, I wonder how much. I mean, how much would it increase even getting one of these COAs?
If you look, there's a few on eBay, cheap plastic ones,
Uh-huh.
and they're between $600 and $800, but they come with COAs. But there's only like 7 to 9 autographs on each one.
Okay. Here we got
Yeah,
11.
11.
So, listen, if you're cool with 225, I would love to buy
Yeah.
it from you. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you. That's
Appreciate
a
it.
cool piece. That's a
That's
cool
just cool
piece.
to come in here. Like,
And also, if you don't mind, maybe I'll flash it because I'll show it off on a show.
Sure. The pictures if you want.
Pictures.
Yeah.
You know, few of them. I don't have to show
Yeah.
them all, but it just
But
proves, you know, that
Yeah.
that it's real and authentic. I mean, that's pretty much the COA
Yeah.
that we have, right?
I wish I had a COA with it. Believe me, I do.
Yeah. So fantastic. Love it. Thank you.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for
Yeah.
acquiring
Cool.
it from me.
Cool. All right, guys, before we end today's video, I want to show off a few things. They're going to be on a live auction on CraigslistHunter.net in 2 days, on Friday. Which day is that? Friday. I'm thinking Friday the 13th, of course, because of this mask. But what day?
The 19th.
The 19th. So 4 p.m. Central Time. live auction. Here's a few items. This is just a glimpse of what's gonna be on. But I already prepared few cool items for you guys to see. If you want to participate in an auction, make sure you drop in on CraigslistHunter.net. We're gonna have things like still sealed Return of the Jedi, Star Wars toys. I think I have a bigger one here too. Yeah, this is the speeder bike. These are vintage, definitely vintage, 1983. So this is very cool. Tomb Raider figurine from 1999. That's sealed as well. This is a very cool piece here. This is NPC model car, a street charger, vintage from, I want to say this is 70s. Might be no date on this one. 1978 it is. All complete. So this is a very cool piece. This is pricey. Stuff like this, it's hard to find. It could go as high as $150 to $200. So this will be a very cool piece to auction. Handcuffs, but no keys. Maybe somebody collects handcuffs, somebody has the keys, so we're gonna put this on auction. Little Swiss knife. Well, not a little one. I think this is actually the biggest Swiss knife you can get with a bunch of tools in it, so that's gonna be on auction. This piece, it was part of the interaction on one of the videos. That's gonna be pretty cool. This was requested if I have more. This I sold on the last auction, this little Indian pin. So I have 3 of these, so I decided to take one more and put it on auction as well. This is very cool piece here. I still selling a lot of Metallica stuff. Look at this picture disc. This is made in England. Made in England. This is an interview, limited edition interview picture disc from 1988 with Metallica. And it's designed to look like a saw. Ruby is excited about this auction, I can hear. And since we just saw this, I'm thinking to put this on auction too. Such a cool piece. You guys just watched the whole interaction on a video, me buying this. This might be a surprise. I haven't decided yet, but I think this would be a cool thing to auction off on Craigslist Hunter. It would be one of the first items like this that I ever decided to put on auction. Drop a comment below if you guys would be interested seeing this on auction, and if you would you come in and participate. This has 11 autographs, as you just watched on a video of him going to different conventions and shows to get all these autographs from all the actors that played in the movie. So this is a very cool piece. Would love to hear your input on it. Should I put this on auction or not? If I see enough comments below that you guys are interested seeing this on auction, I might just put it on. Very cool piece. Love it. Alright guys, postcard time. 9/11, 9/12, 9/13, 9/14, 9/15, 9/16, 9/17, 9/18, 9/19, and 9/20. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.